Peace be upon you. This is another episode of Sisters Halal Talk with Nansfit Muhammad. So today I'm going to be talking about self-care with my very deeply beautiful, like we go back long way from friendship, friends to friends. So we are going to be talking about self-care with Nana-Hauwa Turaki. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So now self-care, Nana, I know you're this person that's like, this is her. So tell me, what is
Well,
so
self-care.
yeah.
Well, self-care actually starts with your connection with Allah. Forget the physical, outward everything, appearance. It actually starts with your connection with Allah. Because with your connection with Allah, you have peace. And that's what everybody aspires. Because self-care is all about peace. You understand now? Peace of mind. You're okay, you're contented. You don't have not like you don't have problems, but you understand now?
Yes.
You're like in connection with Allah and all. That's, for me, that's like the beginning of your self-care. Because having that peace, that ease, no matter what comes your way, your peace of mind. Because I always tell people, like, value your peace of mind. Value your peace of mind. Because from peace of mind comes self-worth.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, so if you have this peace of mind, you know your self-worth. Like, I don't think someone will come and try to make you, like, shake you and you really shake.
Feel inferior of yourself.
Inferior of yourself. Or maybe, let's say, for instance, something happens to you and, okay, like something happened to you and you're like, oh Allah. You understand, like, you are getting disturbed, your peace of mind is affected. Then, you know, sometimes some people have these stress outbreaks and all. Then from that stress, you're looking not yourself, not normal. And then what you wear, your appearance, you start looking, people will actually know something is wrong with you. So that's why I said peace of mind actually starts with your connection with Allah. So how is your prayers? How is your, like, recitation? How is your azkars, your dua? You know, knowing that there is a connection, you don't have to be the most pious person.
Yeah, but you just have to do the little things you do it in the best way that you can.
In the best way you can, like having this connection with Allah, and that's the beginning of self-love. For me, that's the beginning of self-love. Because whenever I start to, like, my mind starts to wander, I have to sit myself and be like, will this matter at the end of the day?
You know, I agree absolutely 100% with something you said, that self-care actually builds and transcends you into a person of self-worth. Because most people who care very well, most people who are organized in their life, like, okay, I know how to do this, I have to do this. Like, it's not like you're bringing yourself, you're being selfish, but you're just trying to understand how the universe works in some certain way. And then you navigate your life through it. So if those challenges or some triumph end up coming, you are just this, I am okay, like, I am okay. I don't need some external validation. And
that I am okay, the only thing is like, I am okay, I have Allah. It still links you back to Allah. So that's like the beginning for me of self-care. Because as you go and as you, like, start thinking of mostly things and you start losing it, and then your self-care, then your self-worth, like, you start feeling low of yourself, like you start feeling, am I okay? And that's when people, like, there's something wrong with you. And then that's when people, like, you give people the power, like, people sense these things, they do. So they, like, start having this, okay, this person is, no, she's low, I think I can.
And you know, for me personally, like, for me, self-care, like caring for myself, is, in a way, I'm this kind of person that if my clothes, if my wardrobe is disarranged, like, just know that my mental state is somewhere else. Or if I don't do dishes, like, I don't do dishes for a while, like, my mind, just know that my mind is scattered.
Why I am smiling is, like, that's the exact way I am. So whenever my head is, like, in disarray, I, like, can't think straight, I actually scatter my wardrobe. rearrange it. So as I'm rearranging, I am thinking, I'm organizing my, I'm not organizing my wardrobe in the sense, I'm doing it physically, but then mentally I'm
mental state. You know, it was so amazing when I came across this man called, what's his name again? Jordan Peterson. He's a clinical psychologist. Okay. Like, he's very popular right now. So he said something about that the best way to build yourself is to do those little things that you think, because every big thing in life transcends from those little things. He was like, laying your bed. Like, just make sure you
I've seen it or heard, I've seen it. He said, like, if you look at soldiers and how organized they are, every morning they have this organized stature of the moment they step their leg, like, from the bed, they lay their bed. It is like mentally is actually organizing them for the day. So they are looking forward to the day. And then if you notice, if your time, like waking up time is usually, let's say for instance, 9 a.m. and then you pass that 9 a.m. your body starts, like, you just feel this weight on you, and then you just start dragging your feet, and throughout the day, that's how your day has started. Been ruined. Yeah, there's this thing, I do squats a lot, you know, like, I like to do those little exercises, and there are some times that I have maybe I have some tasks to really do, maybe things that I'm kind of scared of or something, and then in the morning I am ready, like I am meant to leave the house maybe 8 o'clock, and it's almost like 15 minutes to like 8 and everything, and I know I'm rushing it just because I don't want anything to distract my mental state. Guess what? It does not matter whether I'm running, I must do that squat because I know, like, it helps me mentally, like, it just. So physical things are actually a way of building our mental state. Yeah. And then there's this man, I can't remember who, that was talking. He was like, as you're building your physical appearance, like your physical self-care, this thing, are you also doing it for your soul? Because, you know, food actually helps us build our body, but then the soul also needs food. So, and then the soul's food is the recitation, the azkar, the remembrance of Allah, and then it also comes back to the same thing, Allah.
Yeah.
So that's when I heard that man, I was like, okay, this makes immense sense, because the body goes 6 feet on the ground, and that's the end of it. But then the soul is actually what continues. So do you feed your soul regularly, or do you just this thing? Because self-care is not only about
the
physical appearance.
Outward,
the importance of self-care is actually
the inner one,
like your soul, your mental, all these things.
Once you look good inside, your outward, like, it's so beautiful. There's this thing, let me say this thing, like, it's a personal thing to me, like, all this while, like all my years living on this earth, as I grew into a teenager, I realized I have, whenever I walk on the street, I love to take walks. So whenever I walk on the street, there's always a stranger telling me, hi, hello, or something, I like you, all this stuff. And I remember when I was almost 24 years old, and you know, you're getting to a new age, you're thinking, what do I want to leave? What do I want to cancel? And I'm like, I don't like the way people talk to me on the street and be like, every time, was you really talk to me? Like, I think they're looking down on me, or now I'm an adult, like I'm almost an adult, or I'm already an adult, so I need people to look at me. I'm like, yes, ma, and all this stuff. I'm not even say anything. And guess what? I started squeezing my face on the street. But sometimes, as I grew past that age a bit, I realized, like, this is Allah's blessing. It's because you are.
It is actually.
The other day, let me tell you what happened to me last week. Exactly. I was in Gwarimpa and I was walking. And this guy was like, Inazaki, Inhausa, everything, Inazaki. I didn't say anything. I just kept smiling with my earpiece on. And he was like, Kudama baki amsani ba Allah baki albarka. Allah baki. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I mean, where, you know, but those things come from inside. It's the little things you do for yourself that other people end up seeing and feeling and
it's like the appreciation you have for yourself, for you. When you feel beautiful inside, it actually reflects outside. So how you wake up in the morning feeling all good, jovial, that is how
you feel so awful too.
Yes, that works. Well, that awful part is there.
So awful.
Sometimes you feel awful. That's life, and that's why we are humans. But then when you feel good on the inside, it actually reflects a lot on the outside.
Outside.
So I told you earlier, I had like an appointment, a meeting. So I woke up feeling good. No, I have been feeling good since the year before yesterday because Ramadan is my favorite month
of the year.
It's like my favorite month. Then I have been laughing. So I ordered a bolt. The guy came and I was just laughing. We were gisting all through. The ride did not even feel like we're gisting. So I think he felt comfortable. So I was there. I was almost done. And then he called me. Do you need a ride back? Wow. I'm like, okay. Wow. Because I was feeling good, it was reflecting. But by then, when I entered his car, my mind was already, because the meeting I had was like, my mind was already trying to organize, organize. And then I kept quiet, and he was like, I have noticed you have been calculative. And I smiled, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm trying, the conversation I had, I'm trying to like,
fix things together,
like everything. And he was like, okay, because you're no longer jovial. It was how I was actually feeling from morning, because when I woke up, alhamdulillah, I felt good. And there are times that, I think like last year, I hit a rough patch, like terrible rough patch last year. It was not a good one. And then I was low. And I think some people, like people close to me, noticed it, like my sister, because she had to talk to me. We had a fight and she was like, this is not you. Like, no. She's like, this is not you. And I'm like, okay. And that thing she said to me made me realize, yes, I'm missing a puzzle. This is actually not me. And then I started working on myself. Going backward, taking that steps backward. Exactly, because sometimes when you feel, okay, you are missing it, you have to go back. Check back. What is it? Where did you miss the step? Where did you, like, where did the road, like, miss? Yeah, which road did you miss? How did you miss the road? And then from there, you start making the dot, connecting the dot, and that's all. Once you start feeling, no, I need to take it good. I need to be good. I am good. I am okay. I am worth it. Believe me, you know, like there's this thing Oprah Winfrey used to say, that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I have seen that. Yes, and there's this one there, what's her name? Maya, no, is it Maya Angelou? Yeah, Maya Angelou. She said, Maya Angelou said something about, I come in one, but I stand in 10,000. Like, so like, there are certain things, and you see this verse, it gives me so much peace. Like when I just say blessed is he in whose hand is the dominion, and you're able to do all things. Like no matter what I am going to, I'm like, fine. After all, whether I like it or not, it will go the way it's meant to go. So I've just done my best. Mine is my favorite that I have held dear to me, that has kept me pushing, is Allah does not burden a soul with that which it cannot bear. In Baqarah. That thing, like the way it gives me joy, but because whenever I'm going through something, and that's why I say self-care comes from Allah. Whenever I'm going through something and that words recite, I just say, calm down, it's not in your hands, it's in Allah's hands, let it just go. And then you start seeing this, okay, aura, and then I start looking at what I have, and that thing I did not get, I'm like, oh, Allah has given me a lot. Sometimes even if I have nothing, I just look, wait, first, I can see, I can talk, I can walk, I have 2 hands. And I'm like, wait, what else am I lacking in this life? You know, one of the things I really see as a privilege, like for me, is education. Like me thinking that I'm educated and I have plethora of generations of cousins, nephews, cousins, uncles or aunties that never had the education I had. Like that alone is something that takes me back and say, Allah, alhamdulillah. And sometimes when you look home, actually, it makes you feel, alhamdulillah, that contentment. I really did enjoy this conversation. I did too. Wallahi, I did. Like, I did. I enjoyed the conversation. You know, no dull moments with you. Like, all our conversations go for hours. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So, I'm still here with Nana-Hauwa Turaki. So this is the part where we ask her this or that.
So we have this 10 this or that questions for you.
Okay.
So let's see what it is. Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors? I will do loud.
You do loud?
I will do loud. I will do loud.
Are you scared of gossip?
I just prefer to live a simple. Let's just everybody. It's not like we don't like associate or something, but please let's try to mind our business.
Mind your business. Leave that which does not concern you.
Leave that which does not concern you.
So rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Wow, me too. I like to just enjoy wealth and
Rich
peace.
and unknown, because unknown can do a lot without people knowing.
Peace of mind.
Exactly.
Is just the goal.
No one is following you. No one is looking at you. No one cares you exist. You just exist in peace. That's just it.
Art museum or history museum?
Actually, history museum.
I knew that was what you would pick.
I went to this show with Aradua.
Okay.
And I loved everything because from his prayer mat to his Quran to his clothes, and it just, you keep wondering, oh my God, what did this thing see? History is actually good.
History
it's
is
beautiful. It is.
And if you
beautiful.
want to be successful, just trace back your steps.
Yeah.
To the generations and the ancient
history is just beautiful.
Okay, now the next one, be embarrassed or be afraid?
Well, embarrassment will pass. Being afraid, sometimes once it hooks you, it's hard to break. But embarrassment, it's pass. Everybody gets embarrassed. So, it's pass.
Passes. Okay. The next one, sneakers or dress shoes?
Oh, sneakers.
So, reality shows or documentaries?
Documentaries.
I already know that's what you choose. Almost all of you in the house. Your house, you just watch. I was surprised when I saw Hajara watching documentaries. I'm like, oh.
We all do. We enjoy it. Like, most especially animal documentaries. And then Aisha roped us into watching all these Chinese documentaries. You don't know what you miss until you look at their history and the value, like we said, history. They value their history. It's so beautiful.
Okay, take a friend on your family vacation or join a friend in their family vacation.
Take a friend on my family vacation.
And then your friend will feel strange if she's not home.
Oh no, I have friends that are very comfortable in my family, so they're practically like family. I could take you actually. It would be like family.
Okay, next one we have success or happiness.
Happiness.
Of course, if you had chosen success over happiness, it would have been strange.
No, it will be strange. It's happiness.
Loud or quiet?
It depends where.
It depends where.
Because sometimes too much quiet can drive one crazy.
Yeah, drive you to madness. You see me, I like being alone. But do you know the irony of it? I hate to be in the house alone. And I like being alone. Like, the moment I'm the only one at home, is like, Omo, I'll soon die. The other day, my elder sister was saying she was in the elevator alone. And she started thinking about her grief. Because just those small moments.
This being alone thing and thinking you will soon die, it happens when you live alone a lot. Sometimes when I'm alone at home, I'm like, okay, so if I die now, how long will it take for people to realize I'm dead? And recently I lost someone, and she was with